Welcome to today's Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing for Thursday, December 11th, 2025. Through the start of next week, we don't anticipate any gales nor significant swell, and what we will be monitoring is some strong trade winds and rough seas for the typical trade wind belt east of the Lesser Antilles. And then we'll be watching a series of cold fronts moving off the coast of the southeastern United States that will bring several periods of some strong winds and rough seas. Here's a look at the current conditions, and you'll see first off in the deep tropics east of the Lesser Antilles, a large area of fresh to strong easterly winds that's generating a broad area of 8 to 12 foot seas. This is going to be the trend here as we go through the maps through the period. Second area to watch out for is the typical area of strong winds offshore Colombia with the associated higher seas. And then you'll note the first of several cold fronts that's pushing off the southeastern United States. It's got some strong west and northwest winds behind it, and then some strong southwesterly winds ahead of it. As we head on into Friday, you can see little change across the deep tropics east of the Lesser Antilles with the continued higher seas as well as strong winds. Offshore Colombia conditions remain very similar. And then we see the front making some progress now from east of Bermuda to the eastern portions of Cuba with some stronger winds out ahead of it and the rough seas on both sides of it up across our northern waters. For Saturday, little change to the east of the islands and also across the south central Caribbean. The initial cold front will be weakening, so conditions improving across the Atlantic, but you'll see our next cold front pushing through the southeastern and southern United States. That'll be providing our next round of stronger winds as we push later into the weekend and for the start of next week. By Sunday, that front starts to push offshore. And then into Monday, we'll have the front pushing from Bermuda down through the Florida Straits and Cuba with a large area of northerly winds, strong to possibly near gale force in the purple north of our area, with some rough to very rough seas to the north of Bahamas, pushing over toward Bermuda. The continued fresh to strong winds east of the Lesser Antilles with the associated rough seas. Finally, as we push on into Tuesday, the front continues moving east, but it is weakening. So you'll see winds behind the front diminishing to moderate to fresh, but still a pretty large area of rough to very rough seas, 10 to 14 feet across much of our western Atlantic waters. So in conclusion, we've got those areas of strong winds and rough seas that we'll be monitoring, but there are no gale warnings or areas that we are concerned with possible gale conditions, nor significant swell through the start of next week. Thanks for listening to today's Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing. We will have the next one for you Sunday, December 14th by 5 p.m.